Would you like your marriage to grow stronger spiritually? The stronger you both are spiritually, the stronger your marriage will be.
One of the things that we use in our marriage weekends and when we go to Punta Cana and talk and have our marriage retreat is a diagram where there's a triangle. And in this triangle, it's the husband and wife on the bottom and God at the top. And if you picture yourself as an individual getting closer to God so that you're moving up the arm of the triangle and the other spouse is doing the same thing, you're both getting closer to God and as a result getting closer to each other. And so the whole goal is the stronger you are individually, the closer your marriage becomes.
Mm-hmm. And also we want you to realize that it's unhealthy for a Christian couple for one of the spouses to expect the other spouse to carry the spiritual responsibility of the marriage. And we've seen this. And typically, it's the man who leaves all the spiritual responsibilities to the wife. And he said, you do all the praying for the family. You actually, even sometimes you go to church, you attend all those events, and I'll earn a living. And that is unhealthy for one spouse. Both spouses need to carry the spiritual responsibility of the marriage.
Yeah, but how can you do it? Like, what things can you do to strengthen your marriage spiritually?
You both have to see the importance of your individual walk with God and make it a priority in your personal life.
And one of the ways you do that is you need to have your individual quiet times where individually you meet with God personally, you read your Bible, you talk to Him, you pray and you lift your request to Him, but you also listen to hear what He has to say to you. And you do that individually, that will really work to strengthen you.
Mm-hmm. So as you have a stronger relationship with God, you're moving up the triangle, and that draws you together. Also, attend church together. Yeah. Don't expect your spouse to attend church for the family. Okay? Attend church events together, like join a small group, because the more things you do together spiritually, the more it connects you on a heart spiritual level.
And it's also a really good example for your children. If dad doesn't go to church, don't expect your kids to want to go to church either.
Mm-hmm. And we actually came across this incredible tool that we teach at all of our marriage retreats. And we have found this to be so powerful and it's so simple to improve the spiritual tone of your marriage. And that is, every day, pray out loud together, holding hands.
Yeah, and when you do that, you are taking the things that are really on your heart and you are just laying them out before the Lord, but you're doing it together. And that you're basically taking your marriage and your family and you together are standing in front of the Lord and saying, this is what's on our heart together as a couple. This is what's on our heart for the family. And it really increases your intimacy with the Lord as well as increasing your intimacy with each other. We're teaching a marriage weekend one weekend a few years ago. And on the Friday night, before we sent them off to go home for bed, we told them they needed to pray out loud together holding hands before they went to sleep that night. And everybody sort of chuckled and laughed and then they went off. Well, Saturday morning when they came back, a woman came up to me and she said, let me just tell you what happened. She said, my husband has not been the spiritual leader in house. He never prays with me. He just lets me do all the praying. And last night, as we lay in bed together before he went to sleep, he grabbed my hand and he just launched into prayer and he started to pray about all the things that were on his heart. And she said, I just found that so amazing that my heart just was drawn to him. And she actually said, I found it so sexy. But that's R-rated. But she just found it so incredible that the intimacy with her husband was suddenly expanded because he took a role and a responsibility of bringing their marriage before the Lord. And that warmed her incredibly.
It created a spiritual connection. Which enhanced the intimacy of their marriage and with God. Mm-hmm. And also, we've been referring to our marriage retreats. So every November, we do a marriage retreat at an adults-only resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.
So fun.
Yeah, it's the most fun thing we do all year. And what we do is we teach seminars in the morning, but after lunch, you're free to vacation.
We give you some little things to talk about on the beach so that you're just not looking at each other and wondering what to say, but we give you discussion questions to go over.
Yeah, so couples love it. We have a great time. And you don't have to be in a crisis to come. You come just because you like a fun vacation with a purpose. And so the registration links are below this video. We'd love to have you come and join us.